Okay, so I have now returned and we're doing more of this stuff, but as you know that I've recently obtained the Lazy Bastard achievement. And we're technically not even doing that run anymore because we have launched the rocket. Now at this point is just having to get the remainder of the achievements done. And really the best way that we can go about doing it is to learn how we go about doing a Megabase. That's something I have yet to do myself, rather than just having doing the old simple main bus sort of idea to it, with a bit of spaghetti everywhere here and there. So we'll see how things go. The main thing would have to be having to set up like a big train network for it, which I have a rough idea for it, but I have not solidified it. Really all depends like how expansive I want it to be, or how necessary it needs to be for that sort of stuff. But regardless, I do have a to-do list I want to go into. So I've renamed the save to, Megabase run, because that's pretty much where we're at right now. So it is a continuation from from Lazy Bastard, but just moving on to with a different objective in mind. So okay, so right now, actually, do I really need an atomic bomb right now? It's we can go for some of the more lesser stuff, especially, logistic systems, because I wanted to get the freaking requester chest in here bad, and amongst other things here that probably don't cost a whole lot to research. I say that, and who knows? Because I see a lot of this laser shooting speed to be very quick to go through here. So let's have it do that. While we're doing that, I figured that we want to go ahead and prioritize having to get frickin' more steel into all of this. And so far the idea is that actually, do I want to go about changing this up? I have Let's see, all of that is efficiency. Because I originally had this idea for, just doing speed module stuff, and I think, yeah, the speed on both of them is getting all topped out, so it is where it's at. I really don't know if production 3, well, obviously it won't. I think the only time that would warrant to have production 3 in these here is that if it's paired up with beacons. And really, this is just a starter base. We'll only really worry about it when we get to the Megabase stage, I think. Yeah. All right. Just checking audio stuff again. You could tell that I've been quite paranoid, even for one I have to do for my freaking, project for the wedding. Even that, I think audio quality is just more important these days, really. It would be pretty cool having to get this all cleaned out. So perhaps I can go extend this out even farther, because well, we just need to get more speed modules. That's what I'm currently thinking. Actually, wait, I can pretty much just do this with an upgrade planner, can I? And that is oh yeah. Wait, did that even do anything? Oh, so it's taking whatever well, I know it's efficiency 2's in here, so Well, let's get ourselves another one here. So wait, how can I go for like straight up upgrade planner if there is nothing in them? See, that's the question. Unless I have to like define that somehow. Because I thought it would be pretty straightforward with like, I mean, does it really require for like it's like a previous module for it to work? That is unless if I was to do this. That doesn't work either. Well, maybe if I was to, oops, that's not it. That's strange. I need a, oh, you know what? It's fine. I could just throw those in there. And then tell them to upgrade it from all those as well. Just need to do a slight modification here. There, now slowly over time it's going to upgrade all of this. And we do have the power for it, of course. Where is it? There you are. Yeah, because we're getting a freaking like backlog of this like stuff here. It's like ridiculous. So much so that I might even have to I was gonna say, I don't know if it would be like wise enough having to like cut down on the amount of centrifuges here. Now we do have the stuff having to do the Coverix refinement process. That's certainly an option we can do. So it has a little bit more of an active use with like some of the inactive stuff and all that sort of malarkey. That could definitely be on our agenda here. Because like other than that, probably like to add more to the lines of all this stuff here. Do we even have like speed modules over here? Yes, we do. Okay. And logistics system is almost done. Actually, that'll be a better idea. We go about having to fix up the... Oh my gosh, I'm freaking warm here today. Oof. All right. Here. Oh shit, that's right. It still needs that other crap. Alright, I guess we're having to extend out the rest of this here. No problem. No, stop. Yeah, I should have changed the thing first. Right, requester chest, there you go. There you go. Yeah, now we got the good stuff, because that means now that we can take all of the like extra. Actually, do I want to take it off of here? Because like, hold on, is there like a backlog of that stuff right now? Pretty much is, but it's really meant just for that thing alone. So maybe I could sneak a quick thing of that. All right, where's the light oil line? Right here. All right, I just need to try to be quick about this here, sorta. Maybe we can only have like 3 of these machines and 2 of those. Because I don't think we really need that much. There, just go ahead and leave it at that. Yeah, yeah, there's the light oil line. Now we just need to give these suckers some power. Somewhere. Yeah, I think we can go and like sneak in a substation in here. I got those, yep. All right, there we go. We have storage chest of all those things. Actually, no, I think I want this to be, yeah, passive provider because we don't want those rocket fuel to go back in here, I don't think. Yeah, just leave like 3 stacks of those. Alright, because from there, we can go ahead and change up all this. Oh yeah, I forgot freaking Mark II. God, it's been a while, hasn't it? It's really easy to be, you know, forgetful on things. Alright, requester chest. We want you to throw in rocket fuel. Alright. Oh, it would help if we get those little guys in there first. Seriously. There you go. What's your capacity on those right now? Well, maybe it'll say right here in my bonuses. +3. So if it's +3, then that must mean 1 including 3, so 4? Probably. So anyways, we'll go ahead and take those out, and there it goes, rocket fuel. So we got that set up. So that means now we can finally get rid of this ugly coal line. Apparently all that coal is going straight to me. And I thought... yeah, it was supposed to go right down there. Like, what the shit? That also means that, we actually don't need this little thing here anymore either. There really has, like, been no reason for having, like, coal down here this whole time. The only was is to create, like, a personal thing of, grenades, but since I have it elsewhere, then, yeah, don't need to. So... yeah, we're just now having to get a lot of the easier research done and out of the way. Hold on, we need to go about picking some of the stuff off of there. There it goes. God, speed is so good on those freaking bots there. Oh, 8-bit version of this song. Ah. Okay, so that line still needs to be there because that's all. Well, I mean, we're all getting rocket fuel to the trains here now, so that's going to be gone anyways. Alright, let's wait until we get some of the rocket fuel in here. Oh wait, I don't think that's barely within that network here, so let me add on to that here. Some of this I'm just gonna have to like guess with it here. Ba, 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 da, ba. Okay, so we got one of those. Alright, that is still waiting for that. Need to get some more roboports. Well, it is going across the way here. Actually, I think this looks kind of like disconnected with all those roboports. I probably should, yeah, get myself a handful here. Where have I kept them? A roboport, buddy, what I use. I didn't make it appear, did I? Okay, I didn't. I think I'm blind today. I don't know where they are. All right, let's see what happens if I try to request them. Um, I think I destroyed them. I don't have one. Oh no. Okay. That was a big oopsie on that one. Okay, what now then, huh? Oh, I do have, yeah, steel being pulled from over here. We just need gears now. Again, it's gonna be one of those things for, like, you know, my little, you know, homework for Factorio is to, actually, wait, have I pulled any iron off to the side here in some sort of way? I don't think I did. All right, so now I'm thinking, should try probably pull it off of here somehow. Definitely on the agenda, a much better... Oof. Oh, no, wait, that's right. That's intended. Ooh, wait, hold on. How am I gonna get that to work? Ooh. It would help if it be the other way. Oof. And that's not going to work because it places like right past it, I think. Yeah. It does do that. Oh, gosh. Gosh, what else can I do here, huh? Well, I think what's going to happen is that, like, well, since, you know, steam turbines is not going to be turned on for a while. Oh, God. Great. Now I moved this for, like, no reason. That's good. All right, there we go. You now have the means of having to make this now. Now, I think these comes in like stacks of 10, I think. At least that's what I remember. So let's go do 30 here. And I'm gonna go ahead and do that trick to swap them over. But only then having to swap them back afterwards. Just to keep the rest of that consistent. Wait, no, it needs to be the other way. There we go. There we go. Yeah, because now I can go about doing stack around here too. Now, are they still occasionally bringing those things down? I don't think I've really seen anything change yet. It is just kind of doing things like one by one here. Yeah, because I don't think red chips is a problem right now, especially since we're not doing much of the other stuff here. You there can suit for an upgrade here, because yeah, those things are not reaching over towards the end. In fact, I do have what little I have left of productivity modules. Those are efficiency. Oh, I saw one thing there. Water tank changed into tier 3 will be good enough. Ooh. It is getting, reaching farther into the back here, so that's good. That's good. That's a good sign. Yeah, it does look like this line is starting to get a bit more saturated now, which is great. But let me go and give that a little bit of a quality of life on that one, perhaps. With, like, one production module each here. Take what little we got. Yeah, because now it's making a lot of this plastic and green chips now busy, because like, ooh, it's not even reaching the back here now. Oh yeah, we don't need that anymore, do we? Alright, getting back to what I was trying to do was just put in those like frickin' like rocket fuel thingies. Wait, what? Did I, Oh, it's only requesting... Yeah, like 2 at a time, right? So I don't have to put a limiter on that. There we go. I wonder I need to go about getting... Wait, hold on. Okay, those have been placed down there then. I actually didn't have to do anything because it just realized, oh hey, we have stuff in the inventory now. We can actually make use of it. Now I wonder, do these... Ah, yes they do. They do take productivity modules. So let me probably like sneak one of each in there for a little quality of life in here. Oh god, the bonus production, like, it's like slow. Hopefully input's greater than output, so things will be good from on that front. Alright, now we have like one more, which is having to get that stone line changed up. Alright, yep, there'll be this one right down here. Shift right click onto here. But it needs to be within the network somehow. See, well, hopefully it's not going to go anywhere until we get you all filled up with something. Is one of you guys on the way? Oh, you better. 'Cause I don't want this thing to be going anywhere. Yeah, it looks like the throughput on iron is a lot better now that we have like rocket fuel, because we were kind of getting a little bit imbalanced, but I think now this is doing it. There it is. Nice. This here stone patch is almost done here. Whoops. Almost done here too. Alright, what else needs to be done? Yeah, since they're all delivering that rocket fuel over there, we can just go about having to delete this entire line here. And I will say, I was trying to say, off camera, I would perhaps having to redo my frickin' mall setup here. Since we have now just reached everything, we're gonna have it just automate all this stuff here. There we go. No more coal line having to go towards anything. Question is though, that does it have room to go into that freaking chest now? Because there's a lot going in there. Yep, that checks out. Okay. And all the stuff still has a fair bit of stuff to go. Oh, I should probably go ahead and have myself some tea here. Yeah, a little bit of change of drink yet once again. I've always been like so mixed on the choice of like drink, just because like if you know, with coffee and caffeine and shit like that, but it's like I don't know, because like going into the wedding for like the past weekend, and I guess in general is just like anxiety has been like bad, so I guess as it means having to like try to maintain that a little bit better, I would have to like stop it with the damn caffeine. So blue science, what was blue science again? Nothing. Oh wait, that's right, because we're not using purple science for anything right now. So it's actually giving it a chance to like catch up, and it's like making a backlog of all this. But once I start making use of that, then we're in trouble. So now it's so what is it that we're missing? Piercing rounds. Is it piercing rounds? Was any of this sorted correctly or what? The answer is no, it has not been sorted right. Wait, no, it should be. What the hell? Oh no, wait, that's military science. Brr. Frickin' blue science is what I need to be looking at. Oh, okay. All right, now the thing that's holding it back is just speed. Well, let's see what we can do about all the blue stuff here. All it's on productivity modules. I don't know what else to tell you. These are assembly machine 2s. Hey, there you go. That will do the trick. Well, we'll see if that's going to be a... Wait, what the hell? Wow. I did not take that into account. Alright, now there should be more blue chips going on. And just to throw in something extra in here. Here's the rest of this. See, that gives 11, this one gives 15, so, you know, I guess that'll even things out. Well, not really, but it's something. Also, this is here for some reason. So yeah, so we got the requesters of rocket fuel over to the trains now. Did they get a regular amount of it in there now? It says 10 there. 10 there. 11 there. And it's that stuff there. So where are we at here? It's making a backlog of this, so that's a good sign. So how's our... So petroleum is looking good. This is good. Yeah, a lot of oil here is staying on top of things here. We're definitely producing a healthy amount of this stuff. In fact, this stuff is oversaturated here. So really, it's just a matter of having to try to get more of everything. And just figure out like what needs to be like, you know, pumped up with stuff. Here, let's throw this in here and see what happens. It's more of the copperling gonna having to get all like eaten up by some Linux. Yeah, we'll see. Copper's definitely taking a beating with all this. Well, I say with a lot of the work I've been doing with us here, we need to go about getting ourselves fusion reactors. Cool thing is I can pretty much just have them made in my inventory if I wanted to. Because we're not constrained to that stuff anymore. In fact, let me make this real quick. And forget my buttons here. There you are. There. And also, since something I should have done a while ago for the sake of everybody's viewing, throw on night vision here. Ooh, look at that. There you go. All right, so what is the mystery of this thing here? Chips and low density structures. So, sure, there's definitely got to have to be a backlog of that stuff somewhere, right? I don't know if I had them like thrown in here in this here Amazon warehouse. Well, let's see if there is. The answer is no. Break of dawn. And I think the strap for fusion reactors is there to be 2 of those. So let's see how that is. That's 100. All right. That was for the first one. Oh, all done, I see. Ooh, uranium ammo. I pretty much just want to go through the list here from like least costly to more. I wonder if this is organized as such as a result. Not entirely. Oh, hello. Yeah, crack test is 10 seconds here, so it's all good. Surprised the low density structure doesn't have like a higher stack size on them. Really should. Also, why do I have a bunch of these stone furnaces in my inventory? Get that out of here. There's just like some of these here that really don't need to be in there. One of those odd things. And there we go. I just ate up all the freaking blue chips in existence, and it's gonna, you know, do all of that. Let's see, where's blue chips having to go to currently? It's splitting on over to yellow science, so we would have to let it do that, though. So I will say input priority. Sorry, it's output priority that I want. I keep getting those two mixed up. But in actuality, I want this to go here first, because we're needing all the speed modules right now. Actually, no, that's a dumb idea. Still need yellow science being worked on. There we go. Yeah, because now we won't need those anymore. I think we'll be okay without one of those. Mark II will be... hello? Okay, there it goes. Now I think it's time having to go about, you know, going zoom even more. We're gonna need 2 more of those. Now, have I left here those electric engine units? No, I don't. Okay. So I would have to go about getting more off the belts. There we go. Good for 2. So while I go about having to do all this, and if I can recall all the series of events, what was like my trip like, having to head on over to the wedding and just all the travel in general and such? Are they wrestling over for the freaking blue chip? That's hilarious. I wonder, like, who like takes. I guess they're taking turns. I suppose. I did make 2 of them. There they are. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, much better. There it goes. Yeah, now we're getting a backlog of the fuel, which was what we want. Yeah, let me go about having to cross off some of these things off the list here. Now, to help greatly having to get things going here, we need to go about getting some more personal robo parts. So the steps having to go through all that is going to be ridiculous, because according to our inventory, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if I want to have 6 more of these Mark IIs, and each of those Mark IIs requires 5 of them, then that means I need to have a total of 30 of this. Boy, that's going to eat up a lot of frickin' resources here. First, I need to see if we have a backlog of all that in inventory. We don't. Let's see what else we got. All right, advanced circuits. We don't either. Gears. Oops. Any gears? Nope. And last one, steel, which is a complete joke because I know that's being, yeah, okay. It has been fully searched through and all that. I apparently have some space science packs on my person here. And apparently some fuel on me too. They all need to go somewhere. So I'll go here. Anyways, getting back to what I was saying. So the travel, having to go over to where I go for the wedding, trying to keep it vague. So how it went was that, like, I met up with my parents and having to head on over to the airport and such, because we all planned on having to go together and all that. So in terms of the flight, I mean, I guess when it comes to like flights, there's nothing ever goes swimmingly consistently. So so what happened was is that it was originally here on time, but it was forced to be delayed just because it shared the main spot for the plane for another flight, so it had to having to get passengers off of that other thing that was probably like going to Chicago, I think, and then our flight. So that got delayed because of that shit, even though the plane was technically on the ground just waiting. So that was good shit. Then we went to well, yeah, and then we landed, But the thing is that we were supposed to go to a rehearsal dinner, and we weren't really sure if we were going to like make it, because what was eating up most of our time getting on over there was because of car rental. The car rental was freaking bullshit. We had to wait an hour and a half having to get our freaking car just because a bunch of the car rental stuff was a lot of it was used up. The only thing that wasn't was the budget car rental. And I guess nobody wanted to do that just because, well, I guess judging by the namesake, people don't have trust in it, and I don't blame them. So anyway, because of the fact that the only available cars were budget, there was a freaking line in there. And I don't know if it was due to workers being so incompetent or customers. I'm going to say both. Because there was a faster way of having to like doing things all online first and then going from there and shit like that. So it was a mess. Oh geez, now we just need to get more of those freaking green chips here. Just do it for all of it. Let's go. I really don't know if this is helping or not, but it is producing it as fast as it can. Throughput seems to be fine here so far. Oh, well, now we're kind of seeing a little bit of the delay for some of the copper plates here. Anyways, so yeah, the whole car rental thing was like backing us up pretty bad. However, I think we just pretty much made it to the thing by the skin of our teeth in terms of reasonable time. We were supposed to start at 6, but we showed up at 6:30. And I think there was like one other person that had to show up had to show up late just because traffic and, well, traffic was just bad in general. Ooh, now I'm noticing something here. See, it's like saturating like one side of the belt, and now it's getting like all backed up here now. Is there a way to fix this somehow? Oh, man. I wonder if I need to, like, just throw this on here. At each end here. Yeah, now it's causing, like, things to be all properly mixed up here now. And even then, it's only doing so much with having to solve that problem. Whew, let's see. This here. Well, the other thing on my list was having to do train depots, but kind of don't have to do that right now, just because, like, our iron is now going faster now. So things have gotten a lot more better now with all this here. Woo, there it goes. Now it kind of feels like it's like the waiting game for like some of this stuff to be like fully done here too. I mean, a lot of this has to be working, right? Because yeah, there's currently like none in the chest right now. Also, what the hell? Oof. Yeah, because of the green chip shortage here, it's like, damn, like what do we do now? Do I need to tell certain things to like take a slow down on stuff or something, or? I mean, there are, you know, production 3 modules here. You see, like, now that they're like tier 3s here, I wonder if we should probably have them make it a bit of a bias for like the ones up in front here. Let's see, now it's at 40% for all this here, so that just helps determines the speed here, really. I don't think it needs to have this in here at the moment. And because it's able to like keep up and have to sustain all that stuff. There really has not been such a big need for those. So yeah, I say let's go about having to take some of these out and then throw these in here. Yeah, because like most of these here are like very full. And to think of it, I would have to go about taking a look like what the ratios is like when having to take tier 3s into account, because probably don't need to have like this sort of like 3 for 2 like this here, especially now that modules are now involved. If anything that needs to have like all the stuff made here, it's like for this, right up here in the front. See how that turns out. Wait, that one's... Wait, what the hell? Oh my god. Some of it was not being outputted here on the side. Oh, wow. This entire time. God damn it. There, now look at that. Now it's looking a lot more busy. There was so much of that frickin' circuits. I was just being like so clogged up in there. See, like, no wonder not everything was like running at like full speed here. But now it is. Weird how I did not see it the first time around. So I wonder how things are going on here. Not much. Definitely not much here. Okay, so anyway, I guess saying to myself was to do the frickin' Roboport shit. See what I can do to make that, despite the lack of wait, what the hell? Oh, backup of steel here. Oh, that's right, because the frickin' purple science not being used up for anything. Yeah, look at that. See, and now blue chips are now being sitting here nicely. Oh, there it goes. So all that steel stuff is actually being worked on then. Now, by the time I need to start using the purple science, we would have had not only a backlog of that, but also more of the machines having to be juiced up on speed now. I wonder if any of this is a mistake for having for tier 3s now. Now it's going to eat up even more red chips having to do that. Almost done there, and see what else we got pending here. Well, they're using yellow science, so that'll be why it's taking a little bit. Anyway, getting back to the other thing. Batteries here. You know, it's not easy for me having to go about having to tell stories because I keep losing track of everything. Because where we left off. Oh yeah, so yeah, we made it to that reception dinner at like frickin' goodness sake, stretch. At like 6:30. So got there at reasonable time. We did our thing and then finally checked into the hotel because like we were debating whether or not what we should do first, go to the hotel first and then that, or well, I actually made the final decision how to go there first because I say family first, you know. I wanted to be the good brother in all this, so. Still weird that I got like a lot of these freaking like iron gears here. And they're just not being used for like anything major. Oh, wow. Yeah, that was the one thing that was limiting right now. Now I just need some more freaking blues here. Now it's just a fight between me having to like get freaking like blue chips and other chips and tons of chips. Man, this shit ain't fair. By the way things are going. Another thing on my list is having to do freaking Spidertron here. Wherever it's at. Should be in military, right? Did I even have him researched? Yeah. Yeah, that one was researched. Is it like paired up with like vehicles? There he is. Okay, rocket control unit. Frickin' raw fish. Efficiency module 3s. Rocket launchers. Fusion reactors. Exoskeleton. And radar. Oh my god. That's a lot for all this. Well, I can see why that I was curious. It's like, well, what does it take to power this thing? And it's like, oh, well, it's portable fusion reactor. That's why. So that's not going to happen for a while because I need to have like a backlog of chips going on here. I'm again feeling like so disjointed. Anyway, so yeah, we what else? We got over to the hotel. Our choice for a freaking hotel was like a Red Roof Inn, and it's like probably like the worst hotel that I went to. I wouldn't even call it a hotel, like, because like it was like Red Roof Inn. Because like it was like one of those sort of things where like having to get to your room is like going from like outdoors into the said room, right? Because I'm used to hotels where like you go to your room by having to walk down a hallway and then you go to it, but no, it's having to walk across, you know, like a balcony or some shit, having to get to it, or on the ground. It's like, whenever I see those things, I always think they're like, well, I guess considering the trip that we were on, we had to like stay on a budget for it, but it's like, Jesus. I didn't like it. Because like parts of the freaking place that you go to is like, smell very musty. And I hate it. Like, dear Lord. Wait, I lost the damn thing. Where was it? So I want to keep it in the corner. There it is. Alright, so if I was to go by having to place stuff, how big is my freaking everything here? Oh, that's not it. Or how about if I do this? Ah, that's how big it is. Yeah, but now having to take up like freaking like 50 for all that, then we're solid with that. So this is gonna take a while until I have to do another round of that. So what else can we do? And also Spidertron, that's off limits right now because of lack of everything. We do need cliff explosives. Create a little bit of a thing for that. Where's the thing for the chemical plants here? You guys are all sitting around here somewhere. There you are. Alright, so again, your shindig is coal, sulfur, and water. Which then I think is immediately followed by one of these. And this one is done through here, yes. Yes. Just need empty barrels and grenades. I don't know if I have... Funny how I just dismantled the frickin' coal line having to go through this here. Because that would be like the one time that I would need it, but... See, now the idea here is, since I now know for sure that, this stuff is not going to be all set in stone at some point, we're going to have to, what was it? Okay, so here's the nades here. They're all sitting there past the provider chest. I figured I would have to kind of make a little bit of a setup for cliff explosives nearby, I guess. Because I don't have sulfur going anywhere else, and they kind of just stop right here, apparently. So I'm wondering if... I'm wondering where I want to go about placing this. Well, I do have a little bit of an opening like right here that I can probably use. Definitely was not planning on that, but we shall see how things go. So if I was to make this... because its inputs need to have water and coal and sulfur. And then having to follow that up with cliff explosives, which needs to have, you know, steel to go into making a barrel and then thrown into here. And then nades, I can just go about doing a requester chest over here for that. Alright, let's actually go about aligning that here. Getting that a little bit closer. Sorry again if I sound like a bit disjointed with having to tell stories, because like that's the tendency of what happens to me like that. I'm a very singular focused person. I'm not good at multitasking at the slightest. Then again, I'm playing a game that's like meant for like doing multitasking, so go figure. All right, steel. Yeah, this one here. Don't think we really need to have like that much like cliff explosives, or like multiple setups. So like one of this will be good enough. So. Oh shoot, that's right. I need to have sulfur. So it's gonna be one of those awkward things where I need to split it and make it go down this way. Yep, hold on a minute here. I'm trying to get like one side of the freaking coal to like show up along this path here, and I don't know if what I need to be doing here. Was I having trying to tilt it and having to reverse it the other way? Nope. So I want to go ahead and get like coal and sulfur all on one side here. And it might as well have to be like through here. Except that was not a proper combination for this. Get you situated here. That's like the only part in this freaking main bus that is like not consistent. By that I mean having all these underground belts all on that freaking like hazard line, but this one isn't. Okay, now we just need to get water over there. Oof. All right, so I think I can do it through this here. All right, now we just need to get steel over there. Gosh, really? Ugh. There we go. All right. Oh, Chivos. 1 million. Nice. Get myself another one of those here. Bop. Star power increased. Gosh, anyways, what next here? There really is like no way getting around the frickin' red circuit issue, is there? Because like when anything gets so incredibly starved, then like that shit's gonna happen here. What would happen if I do this? So I apparently have like some extra like red chips on me. Like what do I should give it to? Like probably this. There he goes. We'll go ahead and throw the clip explosives off the list on that one there. Can also go about using a save on that. So right now it's kind of like a bit of a waiting game on this here, I guess. Well, I guess if there was a time having to go about making use of time, I guess should go ahead and like talk about what my thought process is going to be with having to tackle doing the Megabase sort of thing here. Because I noticed with the way I have things laid out right now, I would have to go about having to start from like up here, but then we have like a lot of water in the way here. So that would mean I would have to make use of like landfills and shit. Kind of don't want to do that. Since I only have like one full chest worth of it, so yeah, I'm wondering like how I'm gonna do that. Because here's what I'm thinking so far. So what I was thinking is that I would have this go for the usual like grid setup with like what I've seen in many mega bases, but just having to do like a a square grid sort of thing. The thing is about how it's generally set up would have to be based upon like how rails are in between all of those things. Because I do want like all the item delivery stuff being all through trains, right? Because like that's just, it just got to be the way. So did we get all of those here? And that would be having to share like what I'm thinking of so far. Now, I was using a separate save having to try to come up with the design for the railway here, but general idea is this. So the idea is that let's see, where is it at here? I'm even starting having to like make my own book for that stuff here, but what is going to accommodate is to kind of make it based on this here, sorta. Where there's like 4 rails, well, kinda, but here, let me show you. Here, let's go ahead and turn that off for a moment. I don't even have rails, damn it. All right. Let's go ahead and get some here. Since we were wanting to plan all this out. And speed up. So yeah, so the idea that I was going for was having some sort of like a 4-way sort of thing. Well, not 4-way. 4 sets of rails in some sort of weird way. Well, mainly what's going to be is that there's just only going to be like one rails that's going like one direction, one in the other direction. Like, still like how I've been doing for like all this here, right? Well, I've seen a design for where there is like one railway that goes to the left, one that goes to the right, and then one in the middle is omnidirectional. And then sandwiched between all 3 of those are stackers. Now the thing is that when I saw that, it was more designed for a double-headed train, which I kind of don't want to do for some weird reason. Because like, to me, it just feels weird to have a double-headed train. And I would rather like have like, trains having to go in like one direction to go to each destination rather than the opposite. Because I think it's probably like harder to manage with like using signals. because I even tried having to mimic that sort of setup that way, and it is harder to manage whenever it comes to like junctions and shit. So it's like rather not. So all right, I should probably also give myself some signals here. So again, I'm sorry if I was sounding disjointed with my whole story, but yeah, basically there has been some parts where like it was quite exhausting with like only in terms of travel stuff, right? Because it was we're kind of like didn't have like much time to like enjoy ourselves. I mean, we did enjoy ourselves like Saturday morning and stuff with like a good breakfast, and but yeah, like as soon as like, you know, the event ended, immediately went back to the hotel to sleep, and then at the butt crack of dawn we had to leave for the airport and shit. So that's how it is. Simply, I'm still pretty out of it, so just need to get back into the rhythm of all this. So let's get my head turning as well. And yep, there it goes. All right. So while it's busy having to do all that, you know, I'm curious at this rate of I'm very curious at this rate with all the stuff here. I was gonna say, did I? Oh yeah, I did. Oh great. Now because of all that frickin' green chips, a lot of that having to get this line saturated. Now it's plastic that's taking a nosedive. Like, jeez. All right. Come here, you. Let's figure out something for you here. Looks about right. Nice. Didn't even have to wait for the rest of them having to like get the rest of it here, because like I have a whopping like 50 of them to do all that shit all at once. Yeah, now there's going to be more use of petroleum, which we have like a big backlog of that anyway, so that ought to do it. Let's see how well that turns out. I mean, it's kind of getting there. I mean, like, these here red circuits in the back have not been making use of that anyways. It's getting somewhere now. Anyways, let's get right down to doing the design for this while it's all doing all that sort of stuff. Some of this needs to be cleared out here. We don't need those here. See, random downgrade planner. There's that thing. The one I just messed with. Might as well get rid of that too, because I now have a better handling with having to deal with rails here. All right, so what I was thinking about, well, first off, turn off that. Yeah, just want to make sure I'm like out of range here. So the idea that I was thinking of, you know what? Yeah, just go ahead and place it down. Better see it through solid than a ghosted state. Anyways. All right, so what I was thinking of, we would have like one set of rails that goes like in one direction. So yeah, let's go about, I don't know, like setting up a... I did not place that in my freaking hotbar here. Give me a sec. So yeah, we have like one going in that direction and whatnot. Yeah. Same thing goes with having to, rotate that around. All right, so now the idea, what I was thinking of, is that we have one thing going one direction and one thing going the other direction. And what I would do is that for every train length that I have set, in this case 1-4, is that well, here, let's go about this and down more of them here. Let's see about having to like set up like, a length here that is long enough here. I'm going to place this on the other side just so I can get myself a reference here. Yep, I see a research is done here. All right, so there we go. So we got the length of that there. Now, what more can be done here? Let's see. And go through that stuff there first. All right, so we have like these here signals here, right? So what I was thinking is that like right here about at the, well, actually no, I had to compensate it for when it like curves down, I think. So I place this down and then do it like this, then extend it out. For whatever is, oh shit, I did not get a freaking train stop here either. So forgetful today. I'm always like that every day, so it's like if you're used to that, then hooray, you found me. There it goes. I wonder, like, by the time that I go about having to do this frickin' Megabase, I would have already reached like the 2 million or like the 20 million. I don't know. That'd kind of be funny if that did happen that way. All right, so then I would have this here. Well, it's essentially going to be like a stacker for here, right? Let's see, what's the ideal length here? Because like I want to be at a perfect spot where like it's not curved. So yeah, something like right here. Yeah, so it, all right, so now it's right where it needs to be. Then I go about, curving up and back onto the main line here. All right, so now that I defined the length of all that, here, I'll turn that off. So now I go about having to, do this. No, wait, how did I have this set up over here? Was it just plain old train stops on here? I guess so. And then right over here where everything's joined up, there's that. Now, in terms of the train length, how big is this here? It's Definitely more than one here. Yeah, because my whole train system is going to be revolved around the 1 floor length here, so it'll be something along these lines here. So that is for like going in like one direction here. Just to make these here stackers like at that sort of frequency here. Here, let's go about taking care of this. And then what I'm thinking of is having to take this other side and let's go ahead and reverse it here. Now I do want to go about making some space here so that I can put some buildings in between, you know, things like these here big stations as well as roboports and radars. Yep, big enough to having to sit right there in the middle. Ah, there it goes. Ooh, actually, that looks all lopsided here. There we go. Here, go and get the rest of that. And then the idea is that for that's just going to be like the main way, right? Because I was thinking that if this is going to be big, we're going to have to like have like a lot of like, because these are going to serve as stackers, right? So then what I would do is I would go ahead and copy that and have it to. Oh, hold on a minute here. Because there is this case here. How is this going to be repeatable here? Because it can't be right here at the anything here at the very ends here. But it's right here where all those things meet. See, go about trying to make that even, I guess. Because like at some point along the main rail, there has to be like a regular thing, right? Because it needs to keep the constant flowing going on here. But then showing up immediately after that is this right here. And then it's having to like repeat several times over, and then we have like a lot of those stackers that's just showing, that's just right there waiting and waiting to like do their stuff. That was like my idea here. Let's get all this out of the way. Get you all the way. And I've yet to figure out a thing for when I'm going around corners as well. Actually, now that I look at it, we can probably go ahead and just like shove all of this to be a lot more closer. In fact, here, let me get a comparison here. If I was to take a look at this here book and see what this looks like here. Yeah, so this here definitely looks wider. If it wasn't snapped into a grid. This would definitely, that one is definitely wider, so. Could I say, like, now I'm looking at the open space here. Would it be better if we just have, you know, things like radars, power stations, and roboports sitting all in there instead? And then this could, like, sit snug next to each other like that. Because otherwise we would have, like, these here long rails out like this, especially when it goes about making turns and stuff, or we go to a junction and shit. So that's one of those things to consider. To see if we did have these all sandwiched closer together, then it'd be kind of like uneven placement of all of these here, like big electric poles and all that other stuff. So all having them like sit right here in the middle. Here, let me see. If I was to have this center in the middle, like how much coverage would this be? Because we also need to like determine like what the grid space is going to be here. Ooh, now I got an interesting idea. What if a train needs to have to turn around over the other way? Do I have adequate spacing for it to make a roundabout? The answer is no. Not unless I did not curve it correctly. Which, no, yeah, I did not. Yeah, because that's how far it goes. So yeah, if I was to do a roundabout, that would have to have been the thing like that. I was like, if there was ever a need for having to train that's anywhere, say like, I need to have a train over there to pick up green circuits, but it's over there, and the only one I have available is sitting right here. Well, like, well, how is it going to quickly get over there, right? So that thought didn't really come into mind, like, how is it going to, like, quickly make its way around? I would imagine I would have to somehow get that all made at a junction somewhere. Because again, let's consult the book here, shall we? See what examples that they did. See, that's for a lot of those things here. Holy shit. That is a four-way. That's a straight U-turn. See what other examples. That's diagonal. That's not what I like to see. So what is this here? Is all this freaking diagonal? Like, because I wasn't sure if there was an interesting design for like a junction that can also serve as a U-turn. Well, I say let's give it a shot then. So any good place to start, I guess, would have to be... This music, I can't take it seriously. There it goes. Hang on, I need to see if I can try to design this when it's all curved like this here. There it goes. Oh, they're still throwing an extra in there. Anyway, well, that's the best we're gonna get out of that. Alright, so if that is like the spacing for, whoops. If that's the spacing that I'm gonna be going for, let's see how that's gonna look. Alright, so let's see. We have one that's going over there to the north, right? And all that stuff that goes right here, right? You know, I thought I was going to be getting somewhere with this, but I wonder if I need to set this back a bit more. Or maybe the idea is that I need to make it curve into there. No, I was right. That was almost correct. All right, so why aren't you doing the rest here? You're definitely not making a smooth transition into that. What about having another one of these? No, you're not doing that either. Ugh. This is such janky ideas being made here. All right, now hold on a second. I'd kind of like what I'm seeing here-ish. I want to try to get a snippet of this without getting the other stuff by accident. Here we go. Because if we were to take this, it'll merge onto this. We try to turn it. It's one rail off. Okay, maybe instead the idea needs to be that it needs to be a slightly larger circle. And space that by 1. There you go. But now the problem is that, like, a lot of this is uneven. Yeah, because if it's uneven... sad face. Yeah, if it's uneven, yeah, there's this. That will not do at all. Alright, so now I need to try to find this half and give that a space. You know, now that I made these here modifications, I wonder, instead of doing that little curve trick like this, which works just fine, can we adjust this to curve and then go around here? I'll be honest, I'm just gonna have to make the... I was being so concerned well, not concerned, but like so gung-ho with the idea of having it to be a perfect circle for the U-turn, but I guess it's just not going to be the case like that. It has to be like based on how these things merge, right? Seeing as now we have to how we determine the shape for like all the other ways around, right? Also got to take into the idea of like if it needs to continue going straight, that's another idea. Yeah, we definitely want to keep that idea in mind. Alright, so where would that show up? Okay. What the hell? What's up with this here? Excuse me, why? You were just fine there, weren't you? Now you're just lying to me? What in the world? What? Okay, try again, I guess. All right, yeah, okay, that's good. All right, all right, all right. Except try to get that curved better here. There we go. That goes in there nicely. There. Why do this? There it goes. There. Up. There, I don't know what I did different, but there's that. Okay, but now we have to take into consideration the other way around. Through this junction. So how is it going to curve onto there, you ask? That I do not know. I never expected this sort of design here. It's quite funky to pull off. It's definitely a challenge. This might be a case where I need to... well, the thing is that, like... with this sort of idea in mind... we should probably actually take these off. Because I think we have to try to modify the circle, because we cannot change the space in between any of these railings here, because it needs to match up with all this, right? So I think it's just gonna end up being like such a bigger circle than that here. So let's try further away from here. Wow, that was good timing on that. Music ends and then the dun dun dun. All right, let's actually go about doing that. See how that turns out. Hey, look at that. Yeah, now that this is all connected. Alright, let's see about having to design the rails on this one here. Okay, you're all blinking. Why is that? It needs to have more of those things lying about. Oh, that's right, because of this thing's in the way now. Shit. Thing is, I have to design it for like a lot of this to be like going both ways. So of course it would go going that way, this way, and down that way. So we're designing this here apparently today. I like all the other option that we have right here, because like we're kind of like just bottlenecked for like everything else to be done. Because like we're waiting for like steel production to be like done here, and judging by this counter here, it still has a ways to go. So we might as well go about having to like design our rails here today. I don't have a locomotive on me to like do some testing here. Alright, so according to how all this looks, so I'm aware that there's like these little things like right in here, but there's only like spot for like one of them. And typically it's not needed just because like the length of the train here is like is not greater than 1/4, so it's like we're good on that. And I think I might have got this designed correctly, because like I don't want them having to like, I think it's all meant to like be in a counterclockwise direction for all the way around from what I have set up here. So I'm keeping the idea of having things being like on the right hand side because of course American. And then the idea came with having to wanted to also treat this as a junction where for if wait, hold on, which direction is it? Oh, it's over this way. Oh, okay, then never mind then. Oh no, wait, yeah, there's the idea of like having to, if I was here on this. Hold on, just one moment here. See, now that involves having to like change this up. Wow, stop doing that. There it goes. Now I need to go about having to change all of this. Now let's get this here. And that right there. It's very easy having to lose track of everything. I do see them blinking. Could it be because that they're not attached to anything? Well, we're gonna have to do this like one at a time here, so let's take a look at the possibilities for this one right here. So we got this and it's going up. Head down and down over here. Okay. Now what if it needs to make a turn around here? Then we have like this signal right here. Well, it's actually attached, so some other thing that's not being taken into account, which is probably somewhere here. Well, now that we have like the full circle here, let me take this off for consistency here. Nothing's blinking. So I must have nailed it. So if I did have myself a train here, I would have been able to like do some testing here. So that's what I should be doing. Now that I look at it like from like up here, no, I don't think it looks that bloated. I think it just might be just fine. Knowing me, it probably isn't. I do have that extra wood on me, so I might as well have to process that up. That's at 39 modules to be inserted here. Or rather 56 of it. I did not mean to do that. I meant to copy that. My God. Alright, whoopsie. Can't do shit today. Alright. Alright, so I think I can tell it to like can tell you like oh, here we go. No path to destination. What do you mean no path? I'm holding down control. Is that not what the cool kids are doing? Okay, fine. Alright, neat, that's done. And the rest of this looks like is the one that uses all the space stuff. Okay, maybe I do have to go ahead and try and like drive this here. Alright, so I'm standing right here, or sitting right here. Let's see, so that thing's blue. Alright, so if that... So if it was sitting right here... So if it's blue, that means there's another path up ahead you can take, which is this. And having to get around here. This right here is not an option. Here, let's see. If I was to take that away there. Alright, so it wouldn't be able to go up there or there. But this can go down there. Well, actually, hold on. I have a weird... Well, let's omit this stuff here in the center here for just a moment. See, on the one hand, there's no reason to have the stuff like it right here in the center that I just placed, just because you could just having to curve onto here, go around, and then over here. In fact, I should probably have in like some like, you know, train stops here to be used for testing, right? Wait, what? No, that's not it. Right here. So let's go about testing all the possibilities here. So we have a total of these here 4, right? We'll call this test 1. Call this 2. And 4, 3. Then 4. We have this sitting here. And here I would say it's manual. I hit control and I make it go over to... The hell? Stop is inaccessible from current position. What do you mean? Is this not designed to... What do you mean no path? It's a roundabout. How's it not able to? Alright, get rid of it. Alright, let me... Manual. Alright, let me try driving. Oop, no. Alright, I want it to go up. Why aren't you going up? Trying to do this with the frickin' thing is off, really off. So it's accelerate. Okay, so I probably need to press this one here. There you go. Oh, okay. So yeah, it is able to go straight across. All right. Now, do I press A when I go over here? No, it doesn't do that. Is it not able to actually curve around that way? It should be able to. Or did I not do that right? Maybe I need to let this do it automatic, because I can't drive for shit. Okay, when I see the station and when it's placed right there, it can see 2. It can see 2 and 3, but not 1 and 4. Why is that? Is everything not really going to that spot proper? Let me try copying this. Oh, I think I found the culprit. There was something underneath that was not connecting properly. There, look at that. Now it works. Yeah, there was just a missing rail underneath. See, this is why I needed to having to do the testing here. All right, let's have it. Well, first let's get some fuel in it, and we'll tell it to go over to here. So it loops around and it goes here. Yeah, because if I do this, you can see the examples here of like where it can and cannot go. So I just need to go about placing a train on here and just see the path example that it would do, because if it highlights on there, then it's capable of doing that. Otherwise, it'll just yell at me saying like there's no path connected here. That looks very promising. All right, it looks like we've invented, I invented my very first like four-way intersection slash U-turn for this. Though I will say that having that one on the inside would probably be a lot more quicker if I was to have that in there. So let me go about having to make that again here. Let's do it up here. See, now I gotta go about adding signals onto here. All right, now if I do this, pathing on that should be different, right? So it does the U-turn on that, go straight on that, curves on that, which is what I wanted, and then does a U-turn on that one there as well. And this right here, full 360 straight ahead. Does that proper turn onto that one? Then you turn on that. Straight, proper turn on that. U-turn, full 180 or 360. And lastly, for this, full circle, straight ahead, proper turn, and then this. And a lot of this appears to be symmetrical because a lot of this is just, you know, chain signals, but then the proper rail signals is right here out on the end here, which is what we want. So nothing should be messed up around here, right? So I think we got that settled down. Yeah, we want to go ahead and trim the fat on this here. I may or may not add in the additional rails on some of these here because I just want to get down to the bare minimum for this. Because I might, yeah, because I'll probably end up having to like do those little like snap to grid sort of thing here. And do just that. So yeah, as helpful as it is for like having something like pre-made, such as all this stuff here, with what I have specifically in mind for what I have for like rails and such like that, and having the flexibility for any train to like being able to, for any train to be available, it needs to be able to do such things such as like if there was, you know, if it was a train that was like sitting right here for a stacker, right? And it needs to be able to like get onto the other lane down here. It needs to be able to like go up through here. Let's imagine this one being the intersection, and then it'll be able to take this here as a U-turn to go around that way. So having an intersection like this will give me like the full flexibility, plus it's spaced apart what I have in mind here. So with it, let me go about doing a copy on this here. Wait, actually, hold on. And we want to go ahead and call this I'll call this like, call this four-way. Wow, I cannot type today. Apparently all caps was turned on, apparently. Apparently. Four-way U-turn. Intersection. There you go, I made my own little thing. Do I have... Here, I just want to make sure I don't have any trees around here. Okay, we're good. What do I call this? We'll call this two-way with stackers. Now I may have to, you know, add like a little bit of railings in between each other just because of this one has like, you know, freaking like a chain signal right here at the very start of this. And when I connect it to here, I would have to do some modifications to that. So it's not like completely modular. So I'll have to like do some manual work on that. But yeah, if I was to, you know, go about dismantling all of this, it would pretty much be done here like this. Now this one I had to like force all this down. And you can see like all these ends here match up. But yeah, I would have to probably end up having to give it a space in between each and every one of these here. Alright, so go ahead and do all that for just a moment there, fellas. And we do this. Maybe if I give it like a one space sorted thing here, because then I can do that. Then I think technically all of this is looking good here. If we look at the overhead map here, this is kind of like the start of what it's going to be like for this sort of thing. Yeah, so all this is definitely gonna be this is gonna take some work to having to modify, but I think that'll be kind of like one of my things like off camera to, you know, refine, see if there's like any other things like how big the grid is going to be for like determining what is going to go where. Yeah, because a lot of this does look pretty interesting how this is going to turn out. With me making my own little rail stuff. I like that. Is that being actively used for... Oh no, wait. Purple Science is not being used up right now. Yellow Science still is, though. Let's see, we're still lacking on the blues. Just that greens is still having a hard time. I need to think of something for... I probably have to see like what I can do to like completely like redo the red chips here, because well, actually no, this is not, that part's not an issue, but I wonder if I need to like try to fix up ratios in some sort of way, or maybe I need to start introducing beacons into the design here already, because I was hoping to like do that like when I get the Megabase thing all set up somehow, but I need to figure out how I can make like a good amount of that in a reasonable time, because like I only have like one of this right here, right? Yeah, because that shit's ridiculous. Let me go ahead and have a look here, because like Because I don't think... Yeah, for something as concrete as, like, making an actual useful thing and it's not an intermediate product, it can't be productivity modules. Otherwise, I would have been abusing the hell out of those. I think what needs to be focused maybe is that we need a... Gosh. Maybe I need to start creating like a backlog of productivity module 3s instead right now, but... Well, maybe something what I can do is just have this sort of like running in the... Well, I kind of don't want to do that because it seems a little bit... I don't know. I'm being like quite indecisive right now. Maybe I'll feel better when I go about having to like redo this here mall stuff here. Because I do have like a little like separate thing that I'm trying to design for that. And then I could just work it from there. Actually, do I even want to have the tier 3 stuff be made down there instead? Or maybe just as a simple stepping block, just make the tier 1s first. Then when I started creating a backlog of all that, then I changed them all to tier 2s, then 3s. Maybe that's what I need to be doing. I think that should be done that way. Yeah, because maybe what I can do is I can try to do like a little downgraded version of this where instead of these here assembly machines like for tier 2s and well, if we backpedal over to like tier 1s, they can all just be like sitting like in a chest for like both of them or something like that. Once I created like such a backlog of all of that, then I can go about just moving them slightly and then putting all this in here and it'll be thrown in here, right? Then once there's a backlog of tier 2s, then it'll go and make a bunch of the tier 3s. And I can go about expanding this to include all the other stuff, because I do need efficiency 3s, because that's part of making the Spidertron. So there's that. But according to the time, I do feel like having to head out now. It has been, you know, the 3 hours, and I do want to keep it at that for this here, because I do want to go about playing more Tears of the Kingdom. Like, but I'll be honest, new release, big hype game, and all that stuff. All the discoveries and fun, ridiculous shit you can do in that one. And yes, someone build a freaking, you know, something phallic in the game. And using a flame emitter to, well, you can probably guess the rest. It's such ridiculous crap like that. All right, that'll be it for now. I'll be sure to... I'm sure we're probably going to do like a little lot more like rail design when we're all done. Because there's still the idea of having to about putting like landfill in these spots, depending on where I want to do, as well as try to kind of space in between the stuff here to get a rough idea of how it's going to look, how a grid size is going to look like for any of the bigger stuff, and we'll just go from there. So I guess with that, we'll go ahead and end things off here. Oh, stretch. All right, I'll be heading on out now, so good to be back here. So, oh, my freaking arm, jeez. God, even after I had my freaking like steroid shot for my left arm, sometimes it still hurts. So I guess it's just there for life. All right, I'll see y'all next time, tomorrow at the same time as well, for more of this. I shall see y'all then. Take care.